he's having his right knee evaluated.
Is you know yet if there's an MRI forthcoming?
I'm not sure. He wasn't in the locker room. The training staff took him, and he was getting it evaluated, so I don't know what that means.
Steve Alec worked a great job off the bench today. And I know Draymond hit some free throws, and D'Angelo hit the big shots, but it seems like Burks was a big factor. If you look at the stat sheet.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons we like bringing him off the bench, because he gives us that burst, and we got off to a great start at a really good first quarter. And then, as always, 48-minute game, the game goes on forever, and everyone makes a run, all that stuff. So you need somebody off the bench who can come in and give you a boost, and I thought he did a good job of that tonight.
Steve, you had a challenge that wasn't overturned in the last minute of the game on a Draymond foul. And obviously the challenge is still a new concept. In those situations, do you just have to kind of look at Draymond in the eye and say, did you foul him, or is that something that you see all on your own, or is it him approaching you saying, hey, I know I didn't foul him, we should challenge this, especially when we only have one timeout left in the game?
Yeah, I think we're learning as we go. I think the biggest thing is you have to use them in circumstances that are important. I haven't always done it this year. Sometimes I've used it too quickly. But that could mean if your star player has 4 fouls and he picks up a 5th, and you don't think he committed one, maybe you keep him out of foul trouble, or something like this late in a game where there's a close play and your player's telling you he didn't commit a foul. But the thing I've learned is that no matter what happens, no matter what you see on the replay, no matter what you think, it's still, even with replay, it's not 100%. It never is, which is why I don't like replay. We always say we've got to get it right, but I might think something's a foul and you don't, and we can watch the tape over and over again, and we're not changing our opinions. Doesn't mean either one of us is right. It's the only sport that I love replaying is tennis. The ball's either in or out. It's pretty simple. Everything else is too subjective.
How much does it help to have that timeout, though? That time
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So you have to weigh that. We had a 2-point lead. We still had one timeout left. So even if the call is not overturned, we're okay in terms of we've got a tie game if he makes the 2 free throws and it's our ball. And I think there was maybe 35 seconds left. 38. Sorry, Randy.
Get it right next time.
So yeah, I mean, you got to weigh all that. And if you feel like you're going to need 2 timeouts, then you don't waste it. But it felt like a good gamble.
Coach, I'm just curious, your old buddy is the coach over there. On paper, they have 4 or 5 pretty good players. Are you surprised that I know they don't have Zion Williamson, but are you surprised that they've struggled as much? Because this felt like a desperation game for them too, the way they had to fight and claw to get back in it.
Well, it's a tough league, and when you have injuries like they've had, like we've had, it's hard to get on track. And so they've had a tough go. And the Zion injury really changed everything for them. And I was happy to see them get a win the other night. And I hope Alvin and the team can get it going. Because they're friends of mine, and I like to see them do well.
Steve, how crucial was the play where Draymond forced a turnover on Brandon?
I thought Draymond made several huge plays down the stretch. He's just so smart, understanding exactly when to help, where to help from, and directing other players where they should be. He was brilliant down the stretch defensively. That was an enormous play.
Steph was back on the bench tonight. He kind of seemed active, very engaged in the game. What type of benefit boost was that?
It's just good to have him around. He's been down in LA rehabbing under the direction of his surgeon. And so he's back now, and great to see him. Klay as well. Those guys just light up our locker room. It's fun for our players to see them, and definitely a sight for sore eyes.
Steve, how do you squeeze in some time for the holidays with all this stuff? You're used to it, I know. But, I mean, you got 3 games over the next week during the holiday week. It's gonna get Houston's coming in town. That's pretty crazy.
It is crazy, so, this is the NBA though. They don't really build in Christmas break, so we keep going.
Great, thank you. We'll have some players in here shortly. Remember, if you could raise your hand if you have a question, we'll bring you a mic.